Welcome to PNW Gardening, Fishing, and Foraging. Today I'm going to give you a July 31st garden tour, and if you stick around to the end, I'll show you something really special growing on my front porch that is not a vegetable. Let's start with the tomatoes, of course. I've got 5 tomatoes planted on the back deck. These are early treat, and they're doing great. I've already been getting a few ripe tomatoes here and there, but pretty soon I think I'll be overwhelmed with tomatoes with any luck. These are my Roma tomatoes. I planted them specifically for canning. They should all get ripe pretty close together. They only get 3 hours of direct sunlight each day, but they're thriving. The sun they get is from 3 to 6, the hottest sun of the day. I have one other Roma tomato here. It gets a bit more sun, and the fruit is bigger. Since they're determinants, I don't bother staking them up. And one last tomato from a tomato I bought at Walmart, ate and planted the seed. I always pick in the breaker stage to keep the birds out of them. Now for my squash section. I have Delicata and sweetmeat in this bed. I've got a few fruits set already, which is a week ahead of last year. I've had lots of help getting the fruits pollinated, and I've been hand pollinating too. There's a bee helping me. These are really happy back here. This bed probably gets the most sun of any of my vegetable beds. No place on my garden gets 6 hours. No place on my property gets 6 hours. Here's another sweetmeat that is set. And I got lots of helpers in there. Down here I've got a Delicata. I think this one's set. That was yesterday that it opened up. And then there's one over here that just opened today. Hopefully it sets too. Here's my compost pile sweetmeat squash. I planted it here. It's doing okay. This one in the main garden is not as happy. It's setting fruit. It set the first fruit, but it wilts every day. I think it's too crowded. I just fertilized it. Hopefully it will cheer up. And the same with this one. It's a little unhappy too. Wilts every day. It was crowded. I pulled out some of the competition. I just fertilized it too. It's got 2 fruits set here probably, plus a third one. If all 3 of these set, I'm going to pull one off. There's no way it's going to ripen 3 sweetmeat here on the Olympic Peninsula in the rainforest. Best to pull one off. I'll wait a while to be sure that I have 2 set. That's a different plant in the same hill. Next up is my patty pan squash. It's a little wilty too. Too much competition. I've been getting a fair amount of fruit off of it though. And now for the star of the show, my giant Winter-Sown zucchini. Winter sowing really worked. I'll make a video on winter sowing later. Basically, I planted this in March, and it is so big. I have picked so many zucchinis. I don't normally let them get that large, though, before I pick them. I haven't found any need to stake it because the stems are so tall, the plant is so airy, and no mildew yet. I hope this is a open pollinated variety. If it is, I'm definitely saving seeds from it. Cucumbers! I love cucumbers. We only get them for what, maybe a month and a half each year? Not a good climate for cucumbers. June 31st, I have my first blossoms. All male. I've got a succession of cucumbers because the plants don't live long or do good for very long here. I'm using my ladder as a trellis because it failed and made me fall. It will never get used as a ladder again, but it's plenty sturdy enough to trellis my cucumbers on. Zucchini! These are less happy than my other one. They were planted later and they're too crowded. There's actually 2 of them in this hill. There were 3. I pulled one out. I don't have the heart to pull another one out. This one was planted at the same time, and it's doing a little better because it's the only one. This is its second fruit set. Perennial kale. This should live 3 or 4 years. Here's my biennial kale. I've thinned it a lot to get it ready for the winter. I'm still harvesting leaves, but it needs to be thin to survive the winter, and it will give me my first greens in the spring because it will survive the winter. I've harvested a lot of kale. Next up, parsnips. This is something I will be harvesting in the winter. These took 37 days to sprout. They sprouted 120 days ago, and they're still not ready because they got off to a slow start. But that's fine. I never start eating them until the first frost. Looking forward to harvesting those. Here is something kind of unique. Tree spinach, Chenopodium giganteum, living up to its name. Not harvesting it this year, just growing it for seed. I should have it forever if I just let it go to seed one time. I have tomatillos scattered all over the place in lots of different parts of the property. Next year maybe I'll consolidate them a little better. They're pretty happy. I plan on making lots of chili verde over the winter, so I'm going to roast and can these. Beans. This variety is Monte Gusto, Monte Gusta from Territorial, and I can't say enough about these. These are just growing so well. They're producing 3 times what my other beans are, but they're still not making it into the kitchen. I had high hopes to can lots of beans this year, but I don't think it's going to happen. I have a 20-foot row of green beans with a tomatillo in the middle, but these other varieties just are not performing well. I'm not sure what variety this one is. It's just not growing like the Monte Gusto. This is the variety I think is Cherokee, and I might have messed up by planting them too early. I don't know. All I know for sure is next year I'm going to buy more of the Monte Gusto, Monte Gusta, Monte Verde, I don't know, whatever they are. They were great. They're growing like crazy. They are a keeper. Here's my pepper. I started yesterday carting it around in the wagon to chase the sun. It's been happy though. Now on to the fall garden, and then after this, the much-promised secret thing growing on the front porch. This is lettuce that I intend to overwinter. I will thin it a lot before winter comes, and it's going to need some slug protection. Got 18 feet of it here. This is my rutabaga bed. I've got it under cover to protect it from the cabbage rootworm. I haven't grown rutabagas many times. I hope they do well. I hope to be able to come out and harvest them all winter. Here I have turnips, which also need protection from the root maggot, and some kohlrabi that don't need the protection, but they're under here anyway. This is a hybrid expensive kohlrabi seed. And now the much promised surprise growing on my front porch that isn't a vegetable. Western flycatchers. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, there might not be a palm tree inside, but there's not a cloud in your blue eyes. If we need a drink, I'll be the bartender. I got a fifth of Patron and a blender. Baby, slipping on a swimsuit is overrated. We don't need a beach to get half naked. Life's too short, let's not waste it, 'cause paradise is wherever we make it.